Hey, what's up speedsters? It's nearly been a year since my last upload, but I'm back. Today I'm going to be talking about the backstory of my OC. In a previous video I talked about how my OC came to be, but in this video I'm going to be talking how my OC fits into the Sonic movie universe. So obviously I can't just go up to Sega or Paramount and go, hey guys, my OC is canon to the franchise now, because 1, I'd come across as a complete weirdo. I already am, that's just not the point. 2, I also just can't do that because I don't write for IDW, and I wouldn't want to, unless I was allowed to write for Silver, because if that was the case, that would be a whole different story. If it's not obvious, my OC originates inside the Sonic the Hedgehog movie series canon, which already has its own canon but differs from the mainline Sonic game canon, which I think also differs from the comics as far as I'm aware. So in terms of the Sonic movie universe, my OC doesn't fit into the official movie universe, but more so fits into a parallel universe, kinda like how the British show Doctor Who has its parallel universes that run throughout it. Obviously, Reddy can still be introduced at the start of Sonic Movie 1 with Longclaw and Sonic, and obviously the story would differ a little bit because instead of Sonic being alone, the story would be that he wasn't alone, but was tired of the repetitiveness of it just being him and Reddy all alone in the cave that we see in Sonic Movie 1. In Sonic Movie 2, it goes as you can probably imagine. It's Sonic and Reddy at home whilst Tom and Maddie are at Rachel's wedding. When Tails shows up, Reddy takes a quick liking to Tails because he realises that him and Tails are quite alike in terms of them both being tech geeks. But mostly the movies play out as how they do, just a little bit of plot shifting to fit Reddy in. As for the mainline Sonic games, I haven't exactly done much thinking about that. The only thing I've really thought about is where Reddy fits in with the events of Sonic 06. Obviously in the Sonic movies, in the alternate universe that my OC lives in, he grew up just with Sonic and now with Tom, Maddie, Sonic, Tails and Knuckles. However, in terms of Sonic 06, Reddy would still have grown up with Sonic, kinda like how Tails did, but probably would go on to meet Silver, and instead of it being Silver and Blaze that Mephiles talk about the Iblis Trigger 2, Reddy replaces Blaze as Silver's sidekick for the game. I don't exactly know how or why, other than because Silver is a bestie, but maybe because Reddy is a good character to be there to help Silver come to realise that Sonic isn't the enemy. As explained in the other video on my OC, Reddy is a time traveller, which explains why in the games, Reddy travels to the future, sees what the future is like, and meets Silver the Hedgehog. So I hope that kind of clears the air on where Reddy fits in with the many Sonic canons that exist. I've never really thought of where Reddy fits in with the IDW canon. I could be extremely wrong, but I think the Sonic mainline game canon is canon with the IDW comics. Again, I could be extremely wrong. I don't really dabble with the IDW comics that much, so I'm not really in the know of IDW's canon with the franchise. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I want to quickly say that I am extremely sorry for the amount of time I've taken away from YouTube. Since January, I kind of moved on to focusing more on my blend animation channel than I did on this main channel. Also, this year has been super busy for me in terms of my education. I finished high school in June and I'm now in college, so I haven't properly had time to come up with and make new videos. I'm kind of hoping that as we approach the end of this year, I can make a slow return to making content on this channel. I'm not making any promises whatsoever, however, it feels somewhat good to be back, and I'm hoping that I can get back into it, just like how it was this time last year. In short, I'm sorry for being absent, but I'm back, kicking and living and ready to roll. If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to drop a like. If you're feeling super generous, feel free to drop a sub to become a part of the Speedster army. And also feel free to join the Discord server. We're not super active, but that's okay, because it gives me a chance to talk to everyone, as opposed to having a mega big server with way too much activity for me to keep up on. With that being said, keep on speeding and have an absolutely fantastic day. One final note. This is kind of a question. Would anyone like me to do a reading, to do videos of me reading out the Sonic the Hedgehog movies but with my character inserted? Because if so, I'm up to doing that. Just let me know in the comments below. This outro is outdated.